Hey, beautiful people. It's Anthea Cutler here, your mindset coach for women in business. And today I want to share with you how I know when a client is ready to nail their next goal, whatever it is, launch goal, business goal, webinar, sales goal, sales call goal, doesn't matter. But how I know when they're ready to nail it, so that once you can do this thing, you can have more confidence in knowing that you're ready to nail it. You don't have to sit there wondering, am I going to be able to pull this off? So I'm just going to go ahead and share my slides and I will talk you through this. So do you ever, or have you ever experienced that feeling that you don't know whether you're ready to make this work? So you've got this 10K, 20K, 50K, doesn't matter, goal for the quarter, goal for your launch, goal for your next something. But you're kind of going, I don't know whether I can make this work. I don't know whether I can pull this off. And it doesn't matter what your goal is, business goals, launch goals, webinar goals, even just something as simple as, I don't know how the next week's going to go. I don't know how the next sales call's going to go. Do you know that feeling where you're unsure of which way you're going to go? You're not alone. It's totally normal. We all feel like this from time to time in our business, probably more often than we would like to. But I'm going to talk you through how I know when my client is ready to nail something. So we're going to go back a stage. And when someone comes to me and they don't know what they need to work on next, or what is stopping them from moving forward to hitting their next goal, this is what I get them to do. I get them to visualize everything going to plan. I get to visualize themselves going for what they want. And as part of that visualization process, we see if there is something that pops into their unconscious mind, pops into their thought process that is stopping them from getting there. And then that's the thing that we know we need to work on next, right? So our unconscious mind does not know the difference between whether we're visualizing that the webinar is happening tomorrow or whether we are there tomorrow and the webinar is happening. So if we go ahead and visualize that the webinar is happening, whatever fears or things that are stopping us from doing well at the webinar will come up as we visualize them, even if we're not in real time, right? So this is how we identify what to work on next. But as part of this, actually, I'm just going to talk you through. So if there's nothing stopping them from getting there, they will just be able to visualize themselves doing the webinar really well and hitting the goal. They'll be able to visualize themselves going through the launch without any struggle. Their unconscious mind will be able to do that if there's nothing stopping them from actually doing it in real time. But if there's something in the way, it will always come up in the moment. So this is, client comes to me, they don't know what to work on next. We visualize them doing whatever it is they want to do next in their business. And if they can visualize it really well, then we confirm there's nothing stopping them, and we might just do some state work or something else to get them really prepped and feeling even more confident. But if something comes up, that's the thing we work on next. And the reason this happens is your unconscious mind does not know the difference between actually experiencing something or experiencing something in your mind via visualization. I'm going to say that again. Your unconscious mind does not know the difference between actually experiencing the thing or experiencing it in your mind. And I'll give you a couple of examples at the end. The cool thing about this is once we have removed the block, done the unconscious reprogramming on whatever the thing is that is preventing them from doing the thing that's come up in their visualization, once I can get my clients to a point of visualizing themselves achieving their goals without any obstacles, I know that they can do it. So if I can take them through a 20-minute visualization of them going through the whole launch or the whole webinar or the whole sales call or the whole week, achieving their goals successfully, and no obstacles present themselves in that visualization, I know that they can really do it. Once you can visualize yourself nailing it, you know that you can nail it. Because your unconscious brain isn't going to come up with some new obstacle the next day when it's really happening. It would have presented it to you in the visualization. Super cool. Stay with me. I'm going to give you some examples. So when I used to help people experiencing anxiousness, I had a client who came to me who experienced panic attacks on the freeway. And this is interesting because this was one of my anxiousness things. I experienced panic attacks on the freeway. And so we did a whole bunch of unconscious reprogramming work on her triggers, etc., etc. And after a period of sessions, once I got her to the point where she could visualize herself on the freeway driving calmly, successfully, I knew that she could do it. And then I was able to share that with her. And I was like, you're good. You've done it in your brain. You can do it in real life now. So you can imagine that it would be the same if you think of yourself presenting on stage, and as you visualize yourself presenting on stage, all these fears come up and you visualize yourself anxious. We know that there's more work to be done. But if you can visualize yourself presenting on stage and keeping calm and doing a great job, then I know that you can do it. And you know that you can do it. Super, super cool. And it's the same with a launch or a webinar or a sales call or your week ahead of you. Once I can get you to the point where you can visualize the whole thing going smoothly, you're good. You're confident. You can take that as confidence that you've got this. You've nailed it. You don't have to worry about any other mindset blocks. If you can visualize yourself doing it, you can do it. You can do it. So I just wanted to share this with you because I think sometimes people forget to trust themselves on this. And I think it's so powerful, so incredibly powerful. And when I share with my clients, like once I get to them, once we work on the whatever, and we get them to the point where they can visualize it, and then I say, now I know that you can do it, that just amps up their confidence even more. So it's super cool. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because you don't have to work with me one-to-one or in my membership in order to be able to utilize this. Like, what if you took 10 minutes out of your day to visualize your next goal going to plan, see what comes up, work on whatever comes up if something comes up, and if something doesn't come up, you can have that confidence that you've got this and you're ready to nail it. Super cool. So visualizing your future going to plan helps reprogram that into your unconscious so that your unconscious brain is like working like the little field mice in the background on your goals, even when you're not aware that your unconscious mind is going for it. And so that is manifesting for me. That is, once we've got your unconscious mind on board with what you want, and you visualize that, and that visualization is programming your brain to go for it. It's like you can, like, yes, you follow the strategic plan, but your unconscious mind is working in the background to get you, to help you achieve those goals as well. So visualizing programs your unconscious to go for what you want. And, you know, there's some really cute little examples in sport, like or swimming or golf or what have you, where I've checked in with people, like just done super tiny little tips with people, and they've gone, oh, I never, I can't even get it on the green. And I check in with them. What were you visualizing before you hit the ball? And they weren't they were visualizing it going into the trees. And so all we did was got them to visualize it going into the hole. And once they could do that, I knew that they could go into the green or go into the hole. Super cool. There's more magic available. So this is totally a tool that you can go and use now. But if you want to start experiencing your life as the successful entrepreneur that you know that you can be, and that I know that you can be, it's time to lock in that identity today and really become that person now. Start experiencing yourself as that successful entrepreneur now, and you will become her. So if you'd like to do this with me, this is what we do in my membership, Mindset Magic. It's only $45 per month or $396 for the year. I'm so excited. I launched this at the end of last year. I've been building it. There's a bunch of hypnosis audios in there, EFT tappings and modules. It's like a beautiful pick and mix so that you can choose whatever resource you need to listen to depending on how you're feeling on that day. So it's not a huge course you need to complete. We have 2 monthly group calls and it's absolutely fabulous. So if you are interested, just send me a PM or an email at info@antheacutler.com, or you can sign up via www.antheacutler.com. Absolutely so excited to chat to you. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.